And, of course, there's the Warriors. They're down in 8th place.
And, guys, for the Warriors, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Horford. And it's Moody in at the 3.
Not many bigs to slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Thompson outside. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Pass to Podziemski. Launches a 3, and it's Stephen Curry with a 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
On the wing, Thompson. It's up a 3. Draymond Green pulls it in. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And another 3 for Golden State.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Shot by Eason, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And again, Stephen Curry. Curry's got 9 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Eason's shot is good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. When you talk about Amen Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Kevin, back to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Curry with the 3, and the Warriors miss again. And here are the Rockets. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Knocks it loose. Back to KD. Offline with his 3. Warriors trail by 6. Podziemski finds Green. To the paint. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 12 in the game.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Tari Eason. And it's Shepard missing. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. That one falls.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looked, and we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch.
Now, here's Capella. Okogie for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry passes to Santos. Jacks up a three. And the Warriors, another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For the Rockets, Şengün comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Jason Tate in for Amen Thompson. And the basket by Curry.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Tate. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Rockets with another miss. Warriors leading by 5. Curry with it. 18 points for him. And another 3 for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. Trying to match threes, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
But Jemski's shot is good.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range, and we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
They got Porzingis, and it's Melton in at the 2 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
And Tate gets it to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here.
Substitution for your Warriors, Draymond Green.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to Okogie for the 3. Warriors with the rebound. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home team just couldn't pull out the win.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
So for the Rockets, Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Amen Thompson subbed in for Josh Okogie. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. The Rockets with another miss. The drive by Green, and it's sent back by KD. Stolen. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Thompson throws it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys? Honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Al Horford is checked in for Porzingis. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Durant, good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And 12 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Curry outside. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. Şengün passes to Eason. Outside for Durant. From outside the arc. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Melton passes to Horford. A 3 off the mark.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Guys, back to you.
He is clearly on the ride. Thank you, Allie. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Eason down low. Curry meets him. Eason's shot is good.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
KD's shot is off. Warriors leading by 15. From the arc, it's Curry. That time on the assist by Horford. Curry's got 38 points.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Durant's shot is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's Curry outside. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
The shot's good from Smith.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play? And
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Houston Rockets. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Taking a look at the Rockets, they'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Tari Easton is out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at center. And Thompson kicks to Smith. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors leading by 16. Here's Curry. Pass to Moody. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer. Moody's got himself on the board with three there.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be...
And again for three.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Rally is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Klay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Here's Şengün. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. To the middle. Horford against Şengün. From deep, Green. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Green's got 5 points so far. Thompson outside. Back to Durant. Into the lane. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Warriors leading by 19 points. Now here's Curry. He's got 44. And he converts the layup. Curry's got 46 points.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Outside, KD. Drills it from outside. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Thompson against Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. And here's Green outside.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. D'Anthony Melton, who's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Houston. Shepard's checked in for Tari Easton. Nifty move. And Şengün throws it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
Got a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
To the inside. Here's Şengün.
Yeah, you can get used to that from Shepherd. He likes to keep the ball moving.
Warriors leading by 11. Back to Green. Pass to Horford. And stolen by Şengün. Here's KD. Straight to the bucket. Durant.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Horford goes in. And the dunk by Horford.
You know, one of the things that's overlooked with Al Horford is that this guy is really skilled, but he's a pretty good athlete, too.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
A nice shot by Moody.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Step back and squared up. KD's got 11 in the second half. Melton feeling it out a bit. The three. It's rebounded by Houston. Down low. And finished off by Finney Smith.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Melton finds Green. Back to Melton. Green with a screen for Melton. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. Moody's got 9. Rockets trail by 11. Puts it up from 17. And it's Melton with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Shepherd. And finished off by Shepherd.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Now, here's Melton. D right on him. Pass to Porzingis. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Porzingis, and it's Santos in at power forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Pass to Melton. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. And the Warriors lead by 9.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And the foul on Jayshawn Tate. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Curry fires from way outside. No good on the quick three. Rockets trail by 7. Poked away. Melton with the ball. Picked up by Shepherd. No good on the three.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
For 3. And it's Melton with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7. Porzingis passes to Curry. Here's Richard. Misses the 3. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. A shot by Tate with no one around. Hits it from three-point range.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Durant comes in for Tate. It's Thompson in for Josh Okogie. Let's check in now with our Allie Lapores, who's got a story for us. Allie connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, and a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
Tate, he's checked in for Houston. Sengun with the bucket.
You can see Sengun improving his three-point shooting over time. I think it's all about him remaining confident.
Here's Curry with the three, and another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making it GA look all too easy right now. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Shepard.
Checking in for the Rockets, Jabari Smith.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stop.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
And here's Melton. Curry outside. And the Warriors, another three.
Wow. What can you say?
Warriors foul call. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Eason passes to KD. Durant drives. Makes it off the glass. KD's got 30 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Now Curry. A deep three. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks chills.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. For three. Again, what an avalanche.
He had 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Now here's Durant, defended by Moody. Eason, and the three misses.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
Curry fires. Good, another from three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Thompson against Curry. Here's Sengun. What a response. Hitting a three of their own.
Well, Alperon Sengun's developed into a great scorer. He can put up some big numbers.
Thompson against Curry. Horford with the screen on Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Now Horford. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
They double team KD. Smith. And there's the three.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Curry looking around. Here's Green. He's off from three. And the call will be against Al Horford. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now a timeout called by Houston. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Outside Curry. fires the three. Cleared away by Eason. And so here is Houston. 9-point game. Şengün, and down goes the three. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul, third team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 8. That is what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Drained from outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see him run.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has.
Well, Steph, you had a break in the schedule before this game. What did that do for you and this team?
With those extra days, we were able to just recharge, both mentally and physically, have 2 good days of practice, and have the performance we had tonight.
Those practice days do not come by often. Glad you were able to take advantage. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But first, let's reveal our player of the game.
Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the center spot.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Durant. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Curry gets the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Şengün, a screen on Curry. Pass to Şengün. The 3 is up. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Over Eason. Curry, no good.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Smith. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
Yeah, just effortless on his drives. I mean, Smith is such a smooth finisher. Very agile for a guy with his size.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Green for 3. The shot no good. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. It's stolen by Curry. Moody passes to Curry. Back to Moody. Fires for three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. How about the length and explosiveness? I mean, Smith knows how to ignite a crowd.
And Horford gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Shepard, he's checked in for the Rockets.
For Houston, number 15.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Houston with another miss. The Warriors have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Releases, and that one comes up a bit short. And here's Thompson. They'll bring it up for the Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, nothing bothers coaches more than turnovers. I'm sure it was not quiet in that post-game locker room.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Shepard. No made baskets yet. And 1:01 left in the first quarter here. Fires it in the triple.
And Shepard may be a rookie, but that was a grown man's answer right there to that last 3.
Curry looking it over. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Tim, does it seem to you that Stephen Curry gets better when the buzzer is approaching?
Well, if that's true of anyone, it's Steph, D.A., a former clutch player of the year. He's very comfortable with the outcome in his hands.
And the Rockets making a change here. Şengün checked in for Capella. Finney Smith comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Durant. And Okogie is subbed in for Thompson.
It's not about height, it's about heart. That board was all effort.
Fires the 3, and that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 14.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Outside Finney Smith. Banked it in off the glass.
And Shepard is an unselfish guard. He's fantastic at moving the ball and setting up his teammates.
And here's Curry for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness on his part.
Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
We've got Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Spencer in at the 1. That's the Warriors 5.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Spencer, no good. Houston shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys, back to you.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Payton's checked in for the Warriors.
Number 0, Gary Payton II.
Here's Shepherd on the take, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Golden State has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Pass to Santos. The 3 nails it from beyond the arc. Santos has got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That'll be a second foul of the game. Post is checked in for Payton. Here's Okogie. No points yet. Just 5 on the clock. Porzingis grabs the board. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. From deep, Melton. It's rebounded by Houston. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. It's the second game of 3 on the road.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
The finesse on full display. And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, B.A., they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one three-level scorer.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith, he's checked in for Finney Smith. Durant comes in for Tate. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. Now here's Curry. 17 points in the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Outside Durant. Pulls up. Horford pulls it in. Golden State has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Curry with it, guarded by Smith. And here's Green from the arc. Smith with the rebound. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Takes the 3. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Curry passes to Melton. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Sengun's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Thompson finds Sengun. Back to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Sengun. And now a 4-point Rocket lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Moody. From outside the arc, there he is. The 3-point king delivers on cue.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court. Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And the Warriors making a change here. Pajemski's checked in. And then for Houston, Clint Capella comes in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Okogie. Curry passes to Green. Moody on the wing. Launches it. Ooh, the smooth three from Moody.
And, you know, I just love the way Green facilitates. He really understands what they're doing out there.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. The kick to Durant. Houston working the ball around. Eason can't get it to go.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Curry, no good. For Houston, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. And it's good. 2 points. Smith's got 8 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line. All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Curry. It's hauled in by Houston. 36 seconds left in the first half. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
The three from Curry. Another three for Golden State. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
They double-team Durant. Capella finds Thompson. Back to Capella to the right side. Here's Smith from 13 feet. Down it goes. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that potential everyone is talking about with Smith. Just a talented offensive player. Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Steph and Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Complete domination from distance. 10 three-pointers now. Back after this.
Hello, folks. Interesting to use the term hierarchy. But I wonder, how would you guys rate our studio hierarchy?
Well, Ernest, when you try to bring out the big words like hierarchy, anyway, I think they can.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
They're hitting their threes, but no guarantee that that continues. If I'm them, I'm coming out the second half with even more attack.
See, this is why you should be coaching, Jet. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Steph and Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
So the Houston 5 right now. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul. Rockets trail by 3. Pass to Thompson. The kick to Durant. 3-pointer. Kept alive by Houston. Here's the 3. Eason can't get it to go. Well, the Warriors' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. And the shot goes. Pajimski's got his first points of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Şengün makes that read so well. He knows exactly where everyone is on the floor.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around. But what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back to you, B.A.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Şengün.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And now let's take a look at the scoring breakdown tonight as divided up between the starters and the reserves for the Warriors. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Outside Eason. Pass to Smith. Houston working the ball around. Durant for three. Counted from distance. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
That'll be a 5-second call. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You take a look at the Rockets. They're currently in fourth place. A solid spot to be in late in the year. And, of course, the Warriors, 5 games back.
Well, I think for Golden State, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Thursday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Outside Durant. Thompson outside. Pass to Durant for the lead. That doesn't go either for Durant. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Thompson. Here's Şengün. Outside Eason from behind the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
3 points.
Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Curry, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Curry's got 34. And Lex is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis. They stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Shepard, he's checked in for Eason. Easy money for KD inside.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
At this level, you can't afford to give the ball away. That's hurt them big time.
Oh, a dunk and a foul! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Al Horford. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he can be.
Our 2K leaderboard showing stats from the real NBA. The best passing teams in the association. Fifth on the list, the Warriors.
The passing on this team is very strong. They really move the ball, and you can see it in the assist numbers.
Finney Smith checked in for Smith. Down low. Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got 7 points.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Capella's checked in, and that one's good. Green.
Yeah, he's a below-average shooter from distance, but when Green is connecting from out there, it really opens up the offense.
And it's Shepard missing. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Pajimski. Back to Moody. From deep. Durant pulls it in. Houston with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Capella. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got assist number 7 tonight.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 12 points for him.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And it's Shepard missing. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Curry, he's checked in for Moody. Tate's checked in for Houston. Okogie comes in for Thompson. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. The 3 from Curry connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Here's Shepard. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Okogie, defended by Pajimski. Nice shot by Okogie. Okogie's got 6 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. For the lead. And the Warriors with another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Shepard. He's covered by Curry. And it's Shepard missing. And it's stolen by Finney Smith. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Stephen Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Santos in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Shepard. Pass to Okogie. Now Şengün.
Warriors foul call. Will Richard. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Okogie. Finney Smith inside. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Launches a 3. Good! Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016. That was the top spot until Klay took it.
Driving inside, count it. Curry's got 45 points.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Durant, he's checked in for Tate. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Thompson, he's checked in for Okogie. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
And again for three.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
Thompson passes to Şengün, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Moody comes in for Santos, and Podziemski subbed in for Melton. 5 on the clock. Durant, pass to Finney Smith. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Curry. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Finney Smith. And Tari Eason subbed in for Shepard. Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts.
The three is up. Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
Yeah, making waves and passing the splash brother, Klay Thompson. 15 threes and counting.
Rockets trail by 5. Durant fires! And no one in the vicinity.
And that's big-time stuff from Durant. He loves being the guy to take important shots.
Thompson against Curry. Beyond the arc. Cash from downtown.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Oh, touches it off the glass.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
Here's Curry from deep. Yes, sir, with the three.
The strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Green outside. Let's loose for three. Green able to hit from 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give it.
Oh, it's off target.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Tried by Curry. Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant one.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3 that strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Warriors.
seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
And no doubt, he was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
Houston has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. They need this. Durant for 3. And he nails it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Moody. Curry outside for 3. Another one goes. Incredible.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Curry. Good! That's another bucket!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson. Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, your thoughts?
Unique timeout here with the game pretty much settled.
Yeah, well, obviously the coach sees something he doesn't like.
Presentation of the player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans. And another one falls. Amazing.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher-scoring games ever.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team.
Thanks so much, Stephen. A big-time victory tonight. What aspect of this win pleases you the most?
It was a full...
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight.